Okay, so you know all that, like, super serious medical info you got to wade through
Yeah.
sometimes. Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because today's deep dive, it's about what happens after you get a needle stick.
Mm-hmm.
Not, the basic stuff.
Right.
We're talking about those split-second decisions, like why you got to do certain things, like insider tips almost,
Yeah.
you know?
Exactly. Think of this as like your cheat sheet for when, you've had that needle stick and you need to act fast.
You'd think, right? Like the world stops spinning when you get stuck.
Yeah.
But, our sources, what they really emphasize is staying focused on the patient.
It's wild, isn't it? But it all comes down to responsibility. Like
Yeah.
you have this duty to see that patient through,
Mhm.
that interaction. But here, only if someone else can, step in. Like right
Yeah.
away, your safety. That's number one.
It's like, okay, finish what you're doing, hit the pause button on the like mini emergency happening in your hand, and then like get help.
Okay.
And then it's straight to the sink. Right. Scrub a dub-dub with soap and water. No need for, those fancy solutions.
Exactly. It's all about speed and keeping things simple. The science behind it is actually pretty cool. You're basically trying to flush out anything that could be a contaminant.
Hmm.
And this kind of ties into a bigger thing here, being prepared. Like
Yeah.
if you know these steps already,
Hmm.
you're not, panicking trying to figure it out when you're stressed.
Right. It's like a mental fire drill.
Exactly.
You react like automatically. So, okay, you've done the patient stuff, you've washed up. Now it's like reporting time. And I bet everyone's thinking the same thing. Do I tell someone right now? Do I wait?
Right.
What if, like, it turns out to be nothing?
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's a totally normal thing to think. But here's the thing. Reporting, it's not an option. You have to do it. And you got to do it as soon as you're done with the patient. It's what, triggers all the important stuff that happens next. Like first getting you checked out by a doctor. And then depending on the situation, there might be treatments like PE, post-exposure prophylaxis.
Okay, break that down for us. What's PP?
Sure. So PP, it's medication that's designed to prevent HIV if you might have been exposed. And the thing with PP is timing is everything. The sooner you start taking it, the better it works. And that's why reporting right away is so, so important.
It's like a race against time. And speaking of tests, our sources mentioned they test for some, well, scary stuff.
Yeah.
HIV, Hep B, Hep C.
Yeah.
That's when it, like, really hits you.
Yeah.
That this isn't just a little poke.
It's it's a wake-up call. And it's interesting, knowing like your baseline status before something like this happens can be super helpful when they're looking at like test results afterwards. It's like having a before picture, to compare.
Oh, I never thought of it like that. So, okay, let's say you're vaccinated, like against Hep B. You can't just ignore it, right?
Nope. Definitely not. Even if you've been vaccinated, there could be other things they need to do. It all depends on, the specifics of the needle stick.
So, okay, we've talked about what to do right after it happens, but now I'm like, how do we stop it from happening in the first place? How
Yeah.
can we, make our workplaces safer?
That's the big question, isn't it? And I think it starts with just being aware,
Yeah.
of the risks and knowing those safety protocols.
Right.
And speaking up, when
Right.
something's not right. Like, are they using safety needles? Are those sharps containers easy to get to? Are they being, disposed of properly? All that stuff matters.
It does. Like that saying, an ounce of prevention.
Is worth a pound of cure.
Exactly.
And that's what's so, so important about this whole, deep dive. You're not just learning about what to do after you get stuck. You're learning how to, be proactive
Yeah.
about your safety and everyone else's too.
You're right. Knowledge is power. So, listener, maybe this, sparks a conversation where you work about safety procedures. Or, maybe you go and research like new safety tech. Whatever it is, you're equipped now. You can make a difference.
Absolutely. And even though this is, serious stuff, you don't have to go through it alone.
Yeah.
There are resources out there, experts, support systems, all there to help you navigate this.
For sure.
Okay.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thanks.